Testing volume. Hello everybody, and welcome back to ESO with Sephiroth TX. We are back with our Ashlander in the middle of Ashland, aka Morrowind. Where are we? Okay, I think we're pretty much done in this town, but we'll be moving on from here. But first, as the beginning... Wait, what is that? Oh, that's Admirthorn. There is sort of a DLC that I think came with this game that we'll want to get her going on, but that'll be something we do after we're done with the main beginning quests, where she goes to Vardenfell. With our three characters now have 3 extra places to go to once we're done with the main area. She will go to Vardenfell to meet with the Tribunal, since she's a Dunmer, and in this area, the Dominion, which technically the Tribunal aren't part of not the Dominion, the Pact, but at the same time they're in the area. Plus, she's a Dunmer. Our Khajiit will go to elsewhere eventually and visit the dragon issue. That's one of his places he'll go to. I'll try to always have people go to areas they're related in, but you won't see everybody visit the same places. The frick are you doing to my lizard over there? My Scamp's still out. Ugh, the way his back crawls like that's kind of gross. Anyway, and then we already picked up the mission to go to the city of Orcs being rebuilt for Orc. It's pretty busy in here today. But first off, I think we'll start off by talking about, for our lore session, the kind of civilization of different races. And we'll do it one race per episode, so we can focus on it. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Where are we going to exit? Is the exit down here? I'm lost. Get me out of the Mage's Guild.
If you came for crafting certification,
I came for your mom. Wait. That wasn't... Not like that. Anyway. So, we are currently at Dunmer. As mentioned before, the Dunmer come from the Chimera, and the Chimera come from the Aldmer. Originally, the Aldmer's... group of Aldmer split from the Aldmer and moved as far away from the Shivering Isles, the Somerset Isles, as possible. Those became known as the Chimera. Over, so many, probably hundreds of years, the Chimera, living in the shadow of Ash and Red Mountain, grew, Shush, I'm talking to people.
No. Most of the Covenant soldiers we met drank beer.
Get away from the talk. Anyway, what was... Oh yeah. Anyway, so after so many, maybe even centuries up on Red Mountain and around Ash Mountain, the elf skins became a grayish tone. They didn't see a lot of sunlight. They're very ashy. But they didn't look like Dunmer. They looked like grayer high elves, pretty much. Then, wars happened with the Chimera and the Dwemer and the Nords. And they're all fighting each other because everybody's racist against everybody else. And everybody else wants someone else's stuff. Things like that. Eventually they got, when the Dwemer tried to use Lorkhan's heart and disappeared, they inherited Lorkhan's heart. They were supposed to lock it away and never use it, but 3 incredibly knowledgeable people, including a scholar named Vivek, used it and turned themselves into living gods. We'll meet them later in Vivek City, or we'll meet at least one of them later. They also have hold an important role in the video game Morrowind. They become actual living gods. They have almost godlike power, don't think they're quite as powerful as the Divines, and they're definitely not as full power Daedra, but they're pretty up there. Azura, the Daedra prince, who kinda was the mother to the Chimera at the time and was worshipped by many of them, was livid that I'm sorry, Chimera. The three Chimera decided to do this, so she changed him into the Dunmer. In her idea, the Dunmer were a lot less pleasant looking. They got narrow faces, recessed eyes. They looked almost nothing like their elven ancestors now. Their gray skins became greener and grayer and bluer. They looked different now, and she thought that was their punishment. Technically, I love the way Dark Elves look, so whatever, Azura, didn't work. But still, because of their look now, there's a lot of racism against Dark Elves, especially in Skyrim with the Nords. Not that they liked the Chimera to begin with, they just really like the Dunmer now. So something about Dunman's watched. Okay. So Dunmer traditions hold different things. The Dunmer, as a whole, like Chimera, often follow Azura, the Daedric Prince of Dawn and Dusk. She's one of the few quote-unquote good ones. We actually met her in one of our characters' travels. Don't ask me which one, when we rescued her servant from Oblivion. Mola Ball's place. I think it's Mola Ball's place you went into. What's this? Oh, that's not Aragon. This is Stuga. Someone named Stuga wants to talk to me for some reason. Talk to Grissura. Talk to Admiral Thorn. Ruthless competition. We're gonna see what Stuga wants. It's probably just friggin' pretty cool crap.
Move along. Mercy, friend.
Greetings to you.
Yeah, that belongs to our orc lady. But especially in the Bardenfell at this time, which is Red Mountain area, which is this area up here, where Vivek City lives, and Red Mountain is. The main worship belongs on the tribunal, the three gods. Now, the three gods, when they made themselves gods, rewrote their history. Not literally, they didn't go back in time and rewrote the history. Vivek literally wrote a fan fiction of how he was born and became a god. It had nothing to do with him screwing around with the natural god's heart, and everything to do with him being an egg child in a clone woman who was omnipotently genius. And if that sounds confusing, don't worry. It's reading it. If you've ever seen the videos of something like Portal written by a bot or Half-Life written by a bot, it was like reading one of those. It's like someone just had Google bad translation write a story. And I think the point is we're supposed to get the idea that Vivek is completely insane. And if that's the idea, then yes, I have pretty much sure Vivek is completely insane. Oh, that's that. What's Healing then? Healing's not on my map. But they worship divines, they work for them, they talk to them. Out of all the gods, I guess. Oh, it's freaking. It's blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's get out of the city. I think. Pretty sure we're done with the city then. So we have Travel Enchanted Boat, that's pretty cool. Windus is pretty cool. Arborage. We're doing the Arborage with her, aren't we? Y'all want to go back into Oblivion? Lost refuge. Yeah. No, I want to. Yeah, I should go my journal. I can walk there. I don't need to freaking teleport. Use all my money. Let's go rescue Lyris, shall we? For our first thing. Now, depending how far ahead we are, this may just continue to want us to do these missions over and over again. But we'll try to stick it to one of these missions at a time. Oh, I found something up here.
Where in oblivion did these things come? Keep it short, stranger. I've got a skeever's nest of problems on my hands.
An actual skeever's nest, or is that a saying?
Problem? I've got a battlefield full of ghosts, sprung out of the ground like corn in the month of mid-year.
This guy's so Nordic.
Bastards, which is great. But how do you kill what's already dead? My mages can't even agree on what to do.
Do you wish me to stab it?
I've known Furan and Risa for a while now.
Oh wait, I'm a mage. Never mind, I don't stab.
I just
Only
need to
blessed
know
it?
which of them has the better idea. Start with Furan, then talk to Risa. Hear them out and do what they ask of you.
Oh, whatever.
I'll be honest, I wasn't sure what I was going to do out here. Thank you, traveler.
You mentioned the Covenant?
Yes, damn skeever snuck around the city and came at us from the wastes to the north. Damned good strategy. Hit us from this side, by sea, and squeezed the city in the middle. Hope Holgan and his troops are holding up.
Holgan is fine. I helped him stop the attack at Davin's watch.
Damn, but that's good to hear. Drove those daggers back into the sea, eh? Good work. As soon as we get these things dealt with, I'll buy him a drink. Maybe introduce him to the fish stick down on the docks.
What does that mean? Well, where did the spirits come from? I'm afraid to ask what fish stink means.
Do I look like a Telvanni mage? I have no idea. Furan said something about climber elves.
Oh,
I
the
guess
Chimer.
the dark elves used to be really good at scaling mountains. Look, just ask him and leave me to the soldier.
Chimer ghost, okay. So no one could mention the dragon bird that was just sitting there? Furion.
Today? Of all days? What was it about today that made these spirits become so restless?
You were talking about the ghosts.
Ah, greetings. Yes, I was just thinking about the situation here. These spirits make up an ancient army of Chimer warriors.
Right.
Blade masters from the time before Red Mountain. It's fascinating to observe ancestors so closely.
Technically, I think Red Mountain was here since it made the island. But whatever. The sergeant asked me to speak with you. Do you have a plan to deal with him?
My brother's plan, actually. Giron believes we can control the dead, harness them in a powerful defense for the Watch. His method must be tested before we attempt a larger ritual.
And how?
Take this smoky pendant and use it on one of the ancient dead. You may have to weaken it a bit first. If it binds a spirit, bring both back to me. If it doesn't, well, we'll deal with that when the time comes.
Sure.
Go bind a spirit. I need to know if the ritual can work.
I got questions.
Do you really need to know more to use Giron's pendant? Fine. I will answer what questions you have.
You're a mage. You should be amazed that I want to learn. You said these spirits are Chimer?
Yes. The ancient precursors to the noble Dark Elf race. Warred with the Dwemer and the Needs from the north. Sought to master the world around them. A rich race with a fascinating history. not important right now.
Why did they attack the Covenant?
They seem to be attacking everyone. Clearly, these soldiers died in battle. In death, their hatred and battle lust lives on eternally. The perfect weapon in the right hands.
I mean, seems kind of mean, but okay. Where do they come from?
I have theories. The volcano, the Covenant, several variables to account for. If I had to hazard a guess, I'd say some kind of magical disturbance, combined with the presence of an invading army, rousted the Chimera from Athenius.
Okay.
That pendant is our best work. Look after it.
I will swallow it whole.
Be welcome in Wallow, soldier. We aid Mistress Risa in her humble works. Ah, you see these miserable spirits. They need not suffer this way.
Are you a priestess? You're gonna explain that? I guess not. Ha, I used it. Stole your spirit. You also nothing.
You brought a spectral friend. Nicely done.
Considering I am a summoner is one of my two things, it's not that hard. This proves your brother's idea worse than.
Just so. It proves we can force these spirits to guard Darvan's watch, a potent defense from any future siege. Giron has a plan for repeating this ritual on a larger scale.
The sergeant wanted me to speak to Risa before deciding.
A word with you. Over here, away from them. Please, talk with me. What the Ree brothers' plan is wrong.
What do you want to talk about?
Enslaving the dead is evil. Furon does not understand this. As for Giron, I think he does not care. There is a better way.
You have a different plan then.
Just so. Take this talisman, use it, and learn how to free a spirit. They will cling to this world, so first, you must weaken them. When you have done this, speak to me again.
Sure. Let's go see if I can steal someone else's spirit. Oh, you're just killing them. Well, I guess that's one way to free a spirit, just to kill it.
My eternal thanks.
You're free? Okay. Ow, what?
I can feel it. The talisman has been used.
Yes, the spirit seems grateful to be released.
It was. Spirits are not meant to be trapped. Furon wants to enslave them through magic, but that's torture to the dead. Freeing these spirits is the right path.
I'll consider your word, Risa. Now, tell you the truth, I consider my Dunmer to be a good person. She's a sorceress, but she's not an evil person. If this was my necromancer, I would go with his plan. But all in all, his plan is wrong, and where should you go? Hers is actually right. So, keep it with the character, we're going to go with her plan.
I need a solution. Stabbing spirits gets us nowhere. Any ideas? It's all beyond me. I'm just another sword swinger. What should we do?
Louisa's right. We should set them free.
Well, maybe enslaving their dead's not the best idea. That Scaleback sees the world differently, but she's seldom wrong. Let Risa know. She'll tell you the rest.
Yes, Sergeant.
You made the right decision.
So how do we free these spirits?
By freeing their commanders. Where they go, their men will follow. The cracks in the earth have uncovered relics of the past. Search for relics belonging to the Chimera General and his captains. Then we can wrest their attention from the past.
Who are these officers you're talking about?
The dead have spoken to me like whispers on the wind. Their leader
see,
is
a
a powerful
priestess.
Mer named Red Rathrin. He was accompanied by his most loyal soldiers, 2 women named Adrana and Risari. Relics of their service should be perfect for the ritual.
Well, once I have the relics.
I will meet you at a nearby Daedric ruin. It's the perfect space to complete the ritual. Find me there, with the relics, and we will return these dead men to their rest.
I came here to look for a Daedric ruin to go talk to the old guy from Harry Potter, but okay. Can't even check to see if that was medium or what. Whoops. Diggity hole.
The fallen will not be disturbed.
Your mom won't be disturbed.
The river flows so... a living soul. It has been so long. To walk the river again, it is so strange and so sad.
Why are you sad, spirit?
I and the other Saxley have not returned willingly. We Argonians were slaves to the Chimera in our time, as I sense they can be today. Even in death, we serve our cruel masters, slaves to their will.
Can I do anything to aid you?
The Chimera would not willingly release us to Aetherius. To set their souls free on the river, you will have to destroy the Keepers. If you would do this, you will find me on the road away from here. I sense something I must see for myself.
Sure. Well, now we got more stuff to do. But let's go get whatever this is first.
I appreciate it.
Why do you defile the dead?
Because I'm a pro, but I don't know. He said defile. What's this? Give it a watch. That's lava. Oop.
Fear the fury of the unliving.
Okay, we'll do that in a minute. Okay, there we go. Freeze some slaves. What former slaves? Slavage. Slavage. Oh, I got stuck. What are you doing on the road down here?
The smell of brimstone is strong in my nostrils. Even as a spirit, this place smells of ash and death. Have you done as I asked?
Yes, they can move on now.
You are very kind. Strangely kind for a place like the Ashlands. I stand here, tasting the air. And do you know what I've learned?
Okay.
The Saxony you saved, the Argonians, they are not the only ones in danger. This pact forged in the wake of war is fragile. So fragile. Remember the history of violence against my people, and treat them well as you walk the river's edge.
The Saxiel, by the way, is the native name for Argonians. It's what they used to call themselves.
My
Thank you for your warning.
brethren are safe, and the Ashlands bubble with hope. I pass now down the river to swim in the currents of Aetherius.
Have fun with that. Complete the ritual. If y'all don't mind, I'm gonna get comfortable. I'm gonna take off my earphones for a minute. It's gonna get loud. I keep meaning to bring hairbands to tie my hair back. Whatever. I have someone to talk to over here too. Okay, let's go see what they want. Oop. Down here.
I remember when I'd hunt here for days and not see a soul. The war was on and people stayed behind walls or stuck to roads. Those days are behind us.
There's still a war? What are you doing out here?
Like I said, I was hunting. But now that the volcano's erupted, I'm headed to Deshawn. Don't want to get cooked. I'll be leaving as soon as my switch of a partner shows up. You haven't run into an Argonian named Stands in Still Water, have you?
No, I haven't.
He's a good friend, but he never shuts up. Nothing still about him. He was supposed to meet me here, but I've waited too long already. If you're heading north of Ash Mountain, can you keep an eye out for him? He should have a camp up there.
Yeah, if I find him, I'll tell him you're looking.
Thanks. Not many willing to help these days, especially a dusty Ashlander like me. We'd planned to rest up at the Davenus' farm near Cragganmore before passing through the Deshawn Gate. He should know it.
You're a Nashlander?
That's right. Though in truth, I have no clan. I make my living hunting and trading. Stillwater and I try to keep to the wilds and stay out of the way.
What happened to your clan?
They're alive and well. But that's a longer story that I don't have time for. Stillwater is a bit of an outcast himself. He escaped House Drez as a slave before the pact was signed. I think that's why we've stuck together for so long.
Well, I'll be the same lady. That's way out there. Hello. Oh, this is Ash Mountain right here. Okay, we're right next to it. It's that. But we're going the opposite way to go complete a ritual.
Let's see if we can put these spirits to rest.
Oh god. How do I get up where you're at?
You have their charms. When you are ready, place them on the brazier. Then I will begin the calling.
I'm very concerned that we're doing this in a Daedra ruin, as cool as these places look. Probably my favorite ruins.
Lead your men to the lands beyond. Begone!
Fool! You don't have the power to compel me.
Oh.
Pure rains make sweet rivers. Your wisdom is your strength.
Are we done?
Their leaders have moved beyond. May they find peace. For now, the rest remain like moths. They're no threat to the living, but they'll soon follow. You sacrificed power to give the dead peace. This was not an easy choice. Your kindness means there's hope. I think it's up to me and my assistants to give back.
What do you mean?
We want to bestow a unique gift to this battlefield, a sacrifice to allow plants and trees to grow again. Even a dry swamp regrows after many rains.
And how? I'm not sure a bunch of rain in an astral like this is great, but how do you plan?
I will explain in time. For now, go to the Quama chamber east of here and find the mushroom called Quama Cap. I must speak with my students. I will meet you there.
I'm not sure anything to do with a mushroom made out of Quamas. Okay, we can go there, or we can go to the Arborage. Technically it's closer. Let's go there. Don't think the ghost should attack us anymore, so we should be safe to go first person. Yay! For now. The animals start eating us.
The hero of Davon's Watch. What I wouldn't...
Surveying the battlefield, there will be many more. The Covenant has only retreated. Now we must drive them out.
I wasn't listening to the one thing that guy called me a hero said. Kind of a peaceful area. Now the difference between this place, the Ashlands, and Vardenfell, prior to being a Morrowind, is that this place is very gray and dreary, and the mushrooms are all black, and the trees are all dead. Vardenfell is so full of life, and the mushrooms are so vibrant. Pretty. Make sounds. You're ignoring me. Not for long. Oh wait, it wasn't attacking me until I attacked it. I'm sorry. They're friends. Okay. They're gonna turn on me as soon as I take this mushroom, aren't they? They're semi-tame for some reason. But I'm feeling that's gonna turn, just from playing games. Okay, guys, don't do this. The small sound of a forma cap, a rare mushroom. Yeah, I saw that one coming. Something to eat. Light. In fact, let's go to our inventory real quick. Let's eat some scrib jelly. It makes our magic go down. Okay. Restoration staff, interesting. Not what we use. I have anything on my waist? Hello. I need to color the thing on my waist, but whatever. Where are we going? Oh, we already killed you on the way out. You didn't tell me they're all going to try and eat me.
You have the Kwama cap?
Yes, and about thousands of bug juice on me.
I will not touch it. Yet. Please, take a piece to each of my students. They understand what must be done, and they are ready. After that, meet me at the southern mustering camp.
This sounds strange and depressing all of a sudden. You sound depressed. What must be done?
War has wounded this land. Now it is our turn to sacrifice, so the plane can heal. My students understand this, and are willing.
I think I understand. I think I understand that I don't like it. I'm not the necromancer. I don't want to kill your students. Yeah, we're going back to the ghost battlefield. We should be safe to go in the first person.
Welcome, traveler.
The Kwama cap. Do you know what will happen?
Yes, my body will perish, but my soul will become one with the trees of this place. The land will bloom again. Please, give me the cap.
I'm not sure I agree with this, but it looks like I don't have a choice. Have fun. Whoa, this is more magical than I thought it would be. Cool. What are they becoming, like proto-hists? The hists, if you aren't too familiar, are god trees that are technically from Oblivion and are the birth from others to the Argonians. The Argonians being a original beast race in Tamriel before the elves.
I stand ready to assist Risa.
I have the cap. You know what this means.
Yes, and I am grateful. When we meet in the next world, tell me how beautiful the land became.
You get peace, you to deep. Sure. Where we go next? I stepped in the lava.
They are brave, my acolytes. Now it comes to me. Our blood will be the water, our bones the soil.
Here's a cap for you, Risa.
I will make this gift, this sacrifice. Trees, plants, one day it will all bloom again. Blood is water, water is life. May the Hist embrace you.
Okay, I didn't see her do anything, but we'll pretend that worked. That was so weird. Shush your face. Sinai's down the road. If I go that way, I'm gonna get stuck in another mission. Let's... to the Daughter of Giants. To the place we originally meant to go. Look at these birds. They're so weird. They're like vultures, but they're not quite. I have a large amount of birds like them. I don't know, they're vultures or buzzards or whatever that live in the giant power lines next to my house. They just live in a giant flock up there, just chilling. Oh, most of the day they're up there. Maybe. Next hanging out. Niche. I should call them necks. The necks are hanging out. I see a Daedric ruin. I've yet to see what the Covenant version of this is, but this is still cooler than the Dominion version. Just the sound of that door sounds cool too. The other one's just creaky wood door opening. This one's like hydraulics. Which makes sense since half of the Dwemer technology that they probably use in this area, and hell, half the Oblivion technology is steam based. Here I am, Dumbledore, teach me magic.
It is good to see you again, and I do see you in my own way. You're a wound in time, a tear in reality that shouldn't exist, and cannot long endure.
Why do you speak in riddles, Prophet?
Fate speaks in riddles. Your fate was written in the scrolls long ago. It is entwined with the fate of the 5 companions. I have finally located Lyris Titanborn in Cold Harbor.
Is she safe?
She works a terrible forge under the lash of the great deceiver, Molog Baal. Her soul is in great danger. You must go to her. I can manifest a gate to that dark realm, but you must go quickly.
Well, let's go.
Tread carefully in Molog Baal's realm. You are important. The scrolls have so named you.
What happened to Lyris after we escaped?
After Lyris took my place in the Wailing Prison so that we might escape, the Daedra moved her to the Foundry of Woe. It is a place of torment and despair. She toils endlessly making weapons for the enemy.
I have questions. Have I been doing this with my elf? I haven't, right? No, that's right. I did that with him off. Okay. I was like, who am I supposed to be doing this with? This or my elf? With my Khajiit. But that's right. I was doing it with him off screen. I forgot about that. How do you know this?
The god of schemes invaded my mind many times during my imprisonment. It was a tortuous experience, but by forcing his way into my mind, he inadvertently opened his own thoughts to me, and thus created a chink in his own armor.
Those darn chinks. What do you mean?
We are connected, he and I. With concentration, I can see through his eyes. He feels my presence, and it fills him with rage. When you enter the Foundry to recover Lyris, I can keep his attention focused on me. He will be blind to you for a time.
Isn't that dangerous?
It will be a far greater danger for you to enter Cold Harbor without this distraction. It is Molog Baal's realm, and his power there is great. I will endeavor to distract him in this manner whenever you travel there.
Okay, have fun with that. Now, traveling to Oblivion sometimes shuts the game off. If it does that, we'll be back.